Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, Well,
it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
We are just getting started. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Bardiol is there, and he can pick it up. Played back to the goalkeeper. Croatia do have a chance to counter here. Vlasic finding himself in space. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The great playmaker João Neves is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, Peter, and good at resisting pressure, protecting the ball. He's going to be key if the manager is asking his...
There's the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Budimir receives it in a good position here.
Budimir clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And this is Ronaldo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kramaric played out towards the right wing. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's worked. Referee's given a throw. Portugal yet to have. That is ended up in no man's land. Modric, it's played through for him. Vlasic, oh, perfectly measured that. It's Kramaric! Goal! Croatia! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Good ball, good take. Rafael Leão! goal. He's done very well to get to that.
Rafael Leao clearly thought he had the...
Croatia are looking to go forward now. Nice looking ball. Kramaric. Great vision. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Croatia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Kramaric! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who will...
Defending here is resolute. Pass is just off target.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Vamos dar as boas-vindas às duas equipas.
So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Pasalic. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Now Kramaric. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending.
Can he finish? Not the most accurate pass. That has been slung wide. Shapes to shoot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. João Cancelo gets over and intercepts. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. Rafael Leao! It's hit the upright. Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Vlasic. Oh, played right into his path. It's Kramaric! Has a look and plays it forward.
Croatia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Modric. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Kovacic. Perisic in acres of space out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And claimed it back swiftly. Vitinha. Pongracic makes the interception. Rafael Leao is flagged offside.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Oh, that's well spotted. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pedro Neto proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to...
And a chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número 25.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's João Felix.
Número 16. Número 5.
Trincao! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Might want to be careful there.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Baturina. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! It's a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Picked out Vlasic! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Croatia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Baturina. Knocks it into space. Pass somewhat off target. Baturina. Perisic. Trincao. Pongracic promptly onto that, and that is that. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. A probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Big chance! No, that's just wide. Bernardo Silva. Well, that looks a decent ball, and it's been played through, and he's there to get it away, and that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining... Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the... Oh, he's been caught napping! Vlasic. João Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Modric tries to pass it through. Space for him to turn and look. Brilliantly cut out. Searching pass he's played there. Inacio cuts it out. Spread neatly. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Modric. Bruno Fernandes. Vardiol calmly anticipates. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both some conservatism here.
Driving on and making good progress. Caught offside that time. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aims beyond the Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier. Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He'll fancy himself from here.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Corner it is. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the keeper's got it again. And that's a goal kick. Nuno Mendes. That pass has been well intercepted. Ball's played through. Rafael Leao finds himself offside. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That pass isn't the best. Kovacic. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pasalic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tries a shot! Goal! Croatia! And it's Croatia who take the lead!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Croatia have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Neto. João Neves. And this is Ronaldo. This looks promising. And the a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, that was no routine save.
João Neves really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's an imaginative pass. And that is not getting there. Budimir. Oh, it's Budimir. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get...
And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment.
Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he cuts out the supply. Croatia do have a chance to counter here. And the shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
He's in a great position here. Knocks it into space. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Good ball, good take. Kramaric! No, just not quite. That has not gone well. Knocks it out wide. Perisic receives it in a wide position. Played into space. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. All the way back. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Perisic. He is through here. And it's been hooked away. Out of play for a throw. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Modric getting forward. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's found a way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bernardo Silva. Modric. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Modric clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spread out to the left, and he's quick to return it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Croatia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedro Neto, real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Número 8. Vão dar o
vicious ball here.
Número 11.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And Bernardo Silva! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Portugal are making a change, and they have 2 further opportunities to make more. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Perisic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Conceição. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always...
Could be danger here!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he's had it nicked away. João Felix. Pongracic does really well to win the ball there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no 2 ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Pongracic. Looking to play him in. Perisic. Cross to the back post. There's the header. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's been slipped through. Here's found the way, chance for a shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Croatia restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Throw it. And he's managed to gift it back. Vitinha. It is a closely contested affair. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Budimir, now it's Kramaric. Diogo Costa. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's lost. Oh, hang on. He's had a shot! Goal! Croatia! And the comeback is complete. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Croatia with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
Shoots! That's destined for the flank.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Croatia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Portugal are looking to go forward now. That has ended up in no man's land. Played into space. Oh, it's Kovacic! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Perisic. Well read, nice interception. That has been cut short. Now who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And back to the keeper. Well, there's the clearance. He's on it, can he get away?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pass somewhat off target. And he's gone looking for safety. That has not gone well. Kovacic. Well, that looks a decent ball. Budimir. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Budimir receives it in a good position here. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Vlasic, who does have an assist to his name. This is a promising build-up. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Bruno Fernandes. That's the keeper's ball. And that signals the end of the first period. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just been... Here's a chance! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Guardiola gets a foot in here. Now it's Kramaric. He's found a way through. Tries to pass it through. He has a look out. Can he finish? Goal! And this is getting better and better. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Croatia go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ruben Diaz gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Perisic, looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's had it taken off him. Kovacic. Budimir is onto this. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. Pedro Neto! And he's stuck it away. One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice looking ball. Played out to the left flank. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Inacio makes the interception. Pinches it off him. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Pasalic.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Número 17. Número 20. Número 23.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Doesn't quite get there. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Takes a shot! Corner number 2 then. Surely now! He will be livid with himself. Aim forwards. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good-looking ball.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And he's quick to return it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he cuts out the supply. A probing pass, where it came from. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be... Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Kramaric gets on his bike and on the move. He is through here. And a chance! Goal! Croatia! And it's Croatia who take the lead. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gonzalo Inacio. Udimir here. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Pedro Neto. Oh, well measured. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly should have gone...
Budimir! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Kovacic. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the pass is intercepted. Kramaric. It's Kramaric! Sensational from Kramaric! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Croatia find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pasalic. And they're back on the ball again.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, they can break here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's another chance. Relentless, just relentless. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed.
Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Croatia are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Perisic. Oh, that's fabulous. Forced to go back. Pasalic! Oh, almost a sixth.
Croatia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vlasic is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Pedro Neto tries to pass it through. And this is Ronaldo. Look at the space here. Livakovic clears without hesitation. Kramaric. And that could set him on his way. Great chance! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopia. Big chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Ambitious ball here. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, that looks a decent ball. Modric. That's going wide left. Goes for a shot! Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Time and again, they are repelled. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? The pass has gone astray. Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No, it's come to nothing. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he shoots! And no mistake. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. See, views on the first half?
Portugal are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back on the way.
Portugal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card. Shoots! And that's wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And here's Rafael Leao.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? And he's missed it. Oh no, this does not look good. Now it tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Portugal get their goal, a bit of respectability restored.
Portugal are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Oh, he's having a go! And he hits the net! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Portugal still making a fight of this.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Great ball, and shooting chance! They're back in position. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, this is a great real chance! It's in! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's put paid to the danger. Decent chance! Portugal choosing to make the first change. Pedro Neto, he's been withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
João Cancelo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's picked it up out wide. And that is a little... he's having a hit! No, got right underneath it.
Portugal are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 25. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Schutalo. Trincao was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's on it. Can he get away? He's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. João Cancelo charging forward down that flank. Oh, nice touch. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Neves. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! Oh, in he goes again! Well taken goal. João Cancelo at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Trincao, lovely feet. Backward it goes. João Neves, he'll try from distance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And the shot! And it's in! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Portugal may be down, but not out just yet. It's a pretty loose pass. Diogo Dalot. That has ended up in no man's land. Baturina.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Last charge, surely! Oh, good finish! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of... And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Portugal really did suffer for their lack of numbers here. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
Takes a shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Nuno Mendes certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And they've got a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Pedro Neto. Oh, now he can run away with it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Distributed tidily. Oh no, what has happened here? Christian, can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Kovacic. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Neves. João Neves going forward. Modric charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Now it's Modric. He's through here. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something. Vlasic! And again! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kramaric. Now, can they get it back? Deftly away. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Kramaric was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's Cristiano! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he cuts out the supply. Rafael Leao gets into a good position.
Such good technique.
Rafael Leao on a strong run here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Kongracic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Bruno Fernandes. Modric does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing. And they win it back again. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
You can never be short of runners into space. As
Shot at goal! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, nicely intercepted. João Neves. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Portugal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So straight into the second half. Looking to play him in. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Knocks it into space. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
A case now of complete control. And he's managed to gift it back. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. And it's Vitinha. And the shot! It's in! They are playing them off the park. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is a gloriously Greek... He's had a shot! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Portugal are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Gracic looking for options for movement. Bruno Fernandes. Oh no, this shoots! So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's another good win of the ball. Pasalic. Looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Pedro Neto. Tries to pass it through. João Neves. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's intervened well there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Número 17. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 16. Número 11.
Bruno Fernandes. He's gone for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Getting up there! Oh, almost a sixth! Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Spread it left. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Perisic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Croatia are making a change now.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Threads one in. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. Tries to play it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Caught offside that time. Oh, terrible pass. Real chance! And that's a good finish. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Livakovic getting this one clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Great vision. João Felix in acres of... Decent chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
It's a really well-measured ball. He has found the way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Not the most accurate pass. So, what can they make of this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is good progress on the left.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's had it taken off him.
This is the time you need that pace.
Livakovic gets it away. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance here to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Número
Gonzalo
25.
Inacio. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started. Now it's Pedro Neto. Good play on the left-hand side here. Pedro Neto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedro Neto, he is onto this. Budimir. And the pass is intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Oh, that's delightful. He's got away. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Vitinha! Kramaric. That has been cut short. And here's Rafael Leao. There's the shot! Portugal currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Now it's Kramaric. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Croatia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Budimir. He's had it taken off him. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Pedro Neto is wide and looking to get onto this. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
João Cancelo. Nicely shaped ball. And here's Budimir on net, and the shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is going out for a goal kick. Kovacic. And they're back on the ball again. Nicely weighted ball. Rafael Leao in acres of space out wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mendes cuts it out. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Portugal with the lead. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Neto. Modric. Now it's Budimir. That is ended up in no man's land.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Threads one in. That's been slipped through. And the shot! And he's quick to get rid. Not the most accurate pass. Budimir. Pass somewhat off target. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Portugal are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Can he finish? And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Tries to play it through. That's a little off target. Nuno Mendes. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, they could break here. Tries to pass it through. Pongracic calmly anticipates.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Shot a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Rafael Leao clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Just about up to the hour now. Pasalic goes for a shot! It's in! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Croatia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for...
He's having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Sutalo gets it clear. Nuno Mendes, and he's managed to get... Decent chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Nuno Mendes clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
No, he's not getting his way this time. João Neves promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a good foray he's making.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Whatever happens, that's the kind of move.
He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That has not gone well. That's going wide left. The pass is just off target.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help there.
And he shoots! And it's come back out to him. And that's a good finish. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
João Cancelo has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Here's shoots! And that really should have been that.
Cristiano Ronaldo is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Probing pass. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Takes a shot. It's hit the upright. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's come loose. Great defending, strong and determined. And the ball's gone astray. Sutalo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's found the way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Now it's Perisic. He's shifting through the gears here. That's put play to the danger. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Portugal can make their change now with a break in play. Ronaldo coming off. Just listen to this.
Listen, by taking him off now, the hat-trick hero gets a lovely ovation from the crowd, and I think the opposition will be just glad to see the back of him.
Número 9. Número 5.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Out of play for a throw. Croatia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few
in a way, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly.
Header! Kovacic. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should get the job done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pasalic. Sutalo kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, he goes for a shot! And the pass is intercepted. Vitinha! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Tries to pass it through. Shoots! Superb from Budimir! A finish of true class! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could... He'll try from distance! And that is wildly off target.
João Cancelo probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bruno Fernandes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. That's a decent clearance. Oh, super ball. And he's quick to get rid. And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Rafael Leao.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! And again! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Can he finish? Oh, nearly. And that is a little undercooked. Threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's gone loose. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice control. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ronaldo looking to play it into the box. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Nuno Mendes. Shot could be... Chance for a shot! Sensational by Bruno Fernandes! A finish right from the top draw! And they're threatening to fly away here. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Oh, that a chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo running with the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found a way through. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's a key interception. Gracic gets it away. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Portugal up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. Back on the way then. Livakovic getting this one clear. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Pasalic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He is through here. Oh, shooting chance!
Rafael Leao clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
There will be a throw-in. Budimir. Rafael Leao.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. Rafael Leao. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Just eases him off the ball. And this is Ronaldo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Croatia choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, good effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Not the most accurate pass. No, that's been intercepted. Oh no, this does not look good. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sutalo promptly onto that. And he's let fly. Pedro Neto proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Número 17. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he has shown him a yellow card. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, that's well spotted. Bruno Fernandes looking understandably energised after his goal. Sutalo cuts it out. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well-timed, excellent interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Joao Felix. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Guardiola gets it clear. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Vlasic can clear it away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Nuno Mendes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Perisic, it's a threatening ball. João Neves. That's a delicate pass. And they've got rid. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vitinha. He's got away. And this is Ronaldo. That's a cute ball. That is ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It was beautifully done.
And that's it. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Bruno Fernandes taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started.
He is through here.
Now it's Pasalic. Gonzalo Inacio. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Budimir.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Guardiola, Peter.
Shoots! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mendes cuts out the pass. Budimir. It's a pretty loose pass.
Oh, just a kick. Budimir! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Space for him to turn and look.
João Neves clears without hesitation.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Croatia have got it back and they'll have another go.
It's Modric! Off the post! Pasalic!
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Pasalic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Just eases him off the ball.
Somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass.
And this is Ronaldo.
Kramaric.
Nicely worked.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
30 minutes gone. It's a promising position. And he can thump it away.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
And it's Vitinha. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's got away. And he'll shoot here. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And again. And another try. He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Modric does really well to win the ball there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Vardiol. Modric. Croatia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Vlasic. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely spread. Vlasic has the space to scheme. Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Vitinha for João Cancelo. And he's managed to get free.
There they go, hunting again.
Referee has just said play on. And the referee has blown for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Portugal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Portugal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. We're already back up and running after half-time. Inácio promptly onto that, and that is that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's nice. Shapes to shoot! Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! He's got himself an absolute peach. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
.3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And this is Ronaldo, and he's got away from him. Oh, a gilt-edged chance, big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
He's looking wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? João Neves, and it's Vitinha. No, it's come to nothing.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, that's a key interception. Vlasic is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it.
Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Neto.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Perisic. Inácio spots it and intercepts. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. That is a crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That ball looks a good one. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, there's a probing ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mendes going forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. No outsmarting him this time. Croatia needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Chance! He lifts the roof! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And the shot! And he's missed it.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
And they win it back again. In with the challenge. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Bachurina. Portugal have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Wriggles his way through. He's found the way through. Look at the space here. And he's straight offside. No, he's not getting any further than that. Searching pass he's played there. João Neves. Now, can they get him away? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tries to play it through. That'll be a throw-in. Knocks it into space. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. No, he's not getting his way this time. Played into space. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Big chance! What great chance! And that's a tiny finish. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And now he has two. And that will be the final act. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cristiano Ronaldo, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.